In her official filings with the court, Survey included a variety of insults aimed at Collins, including remarks
I don't
about
like
his
where this
hygiene
going.
and performance in the bedroom. However, a judge ordered her comments removed from the record. Besides,
What?
social media...
Hey, what it be? It's your boy Dre OG. Welcome back to the OG family. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're rocking with the vibes and the content, man. So I got a question, man, for this video of today. It says she left him as soon as he went broke. So, are these gold diggers? Because they leaving after the man goes broke? Or is that really a determining factor of leaving somebody just because they're broke? Is that something that we need to talk about, y'all? Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments down below. But let's check out these 8 women in this video right here, man. And these videos are for education and entertainment purposes. Let's get it.
Are these people some of the smartest gold diggers around? Number 8. Brittany Renner. Back in 2020, Instagram model Brittany Renner married NBA star PJ Washington, a union between two types of people that goes as well as peanut butter and jelly. But it also seems that professional athletes are a pretty standard target for gold diggers from Instagram. So, was this true love, or was this gold digging? Surprise, surprise. 2 weeks after having a kid with him, she filed for divorce, allegedly receiving $200,000 in child support every month. That's a truly crazy number, especially for such a short relationship. The two met at a game at the University of Kentucky before his NBA career. Maybe she was acting like a talent scout, making sure that her future husband would make it into the NBA. After the messy breakup, Washington made a bunch of vague tweets that were almost certainly about Brittany. He wrote about how he can't stand liars and that you'll always reap what you sow. In 2018, Renner posted a video saying that you'll get a lot of money if you get with an athlete because they're dumb. Her words, not ours.
That shit
If
crazy.
only someone had shown Washington this video before he ended up marrying her, he could have saved himself a lot of money. Hall of Fame NFL player Deion Sanders, who coaches at Jackson State University, had Renner talk with his players. Renner told them to scrutinize their relationships from this point forward in what was basically a watch out for gold diggers talk. Everybody has a motive. Number 7.
Oh, wow. Did she just speak for everybody on that shit right there? Look, man. She said basically that y'all just out here busting cheeks and everything just to get the motherfucking money at the end of it, man. Like, see, look, it's another reason why, you know, even like men are afraid to even fucking get married, man. Like, that can get dangerous. Imagine a dude that, bro, I remember when I was getting paychecks that were like after they took out all the shit, that the deductions and stuff, I was making $333 every paycheck, bro, as a grown ass man. You know, that shit, it'd mess you up. You can't, bro, you can't even survive out here. I barely had enough to put in my tank to make it to work just to be broke again. You feel me? So imagine paying $200,000 a month. Nobody should get that type of money. Don't no kid cost that much. You shouldn't have to inherit the lifestyle of that man. Like, no. That shit crazy.
Irving. Amy Irving is an actress who starred in the original version of Carrie and the Oscar-winning Amadeus. She was going to be in Raiders of the Lost Ark as well, but breaking up with her then-boyfriend Steven Spielberg kind of messed that up. However, they worked out their problems and ended up getting married in 1985. Sadly, their marriage only lasted 4 years. Spielberg thought he could get out of giving her half his money because they signed a prenup, but this wasn't a normal agreement. Nope, they wrote their prenup on a napkin. The couple signed the napkin, but the judge didn't consider it legally binding. She ended up walking with $100 million in the divorce. In an interview, Irving said she didn't enjoy being married to someone as famous as Spielberg, saying it was like being married to a politician. A few years after divorcing him, she married another director, Bruno Barreto. Their marriage lasted 9 years, and then she moved on to her third director husband, Kenneth Bowser Jr. She definitely has a type, and if you're an actress, it can't hurt your career to have your type be famous directors. Number 6. Gabriel Aubry. In 2014, a judge ordered Halle Berry to pay child support to her ex, Canadian model, Gabriel Aubry. She originally had to pay him $16,000 a month, which equals to $192,000 a year. He was basically making as much as a doctor because he broke up with Halle Berry. After some legal negotiation, Aubry only got $8,000 a month instead. His free money was cut in half, but he was still getting more than most people ever get for their actual job.
Right.
Barry also had to pay him a retroactive support payment of $85,000. On social media, Barry has described these huge child support payments as extortion. The two of them had what can only be described as a wild breakup. Barry's then fiancé, Oliver Martinez, performed a citizen's arrest on Aubry. He and Barry also got a restraining order that prevented Aubry from coming within 100 yards of them or their daughter. To get back at them, Aubry got his own restraining order. The custody battle heated up when, according to Aubry, Martinez threatened to take his life if Aubry didn't let him move to France with Barry. Audrey obviously didn't want them to move to France since it would mean seeing his kid less. Hopefully, all of that drama is in the past as Barry is currently with singer Van Hunt. Number 5.
Hey man, that right there can get super sticky, man, especially when you start the custody battle stuff, man. That can get real, man, and it's better for them just to, you know, figure that out for the best interest of the child, you know, because at the end of the day, we're, you know, adults, you know. Like, I hate to see this shit. It's crazy. And then all this money, like, I don't even agree with him getting that much money. Why the hell is she paying him that much money? Even if it's cut down to $8,000 a month, that's more than what most people will ever get in their life a month, consistently, just for having kids. Leaving the nuts hanging out the sugar walls. That's crazy. You know, slam dunking that thing.
Ellen Nordegren. Ellen Nordegren's divorce from Tiger Woods in 2009 was a massive media event. Woods admitted to cheating on her after his car accident and publicly announced that he was retiring from
Tiger
golf
Woods
to
was getting it
focus
in,
on
though.
his marriage. He must not have focused enough because they still ended up getting divorced. Nordegren's sister, who's a lawyer in Sweden, helped her win $100 million from Tiger. She spent $12 million of that to buy a massive mansion in Florida. After Tiger,
$100 million?
Nordegren started dating Chris Klein, a billionaire oil tycoon. He was 22 years older than her, so there were some questions about her intentions. Was she dating him for his good looks and charming personality?
She didn't need no more money.
We don't know. Unfortunately, Klein died in a helicopter crash in 2019. Nordegren's next man was NFL player Jordan Cameron. Number 4. Kim Kardashian. Clearly, Kim is mega rich today, but that wasn't always the case. Back in May 2011, Kim Kardashian got engaged to NBA player Chris Humphries. He was playing for the Nets at the time, and they'd been dating since
I didn't even know this.
2010. They got married on August 20th. Ever the savvy businesswoman, Kim released a wedding-themed perfume.
How many times she been married, bro? I'm confused now, bro. Like, it's hard for me after Ray J and Ye, bro. That's all I know. You feel me? For the most part, I don't know these other dudes.
Called Kim Kardashian Love. At the same time,
Wow.
The wedding was also accompanied by a 2-part TV special all about the preparation and the actual ceremony itself. Most people lose money on their wedding, but Kim profited off the whole thing.
Of course.
After just 72 days of marriage, Kim filed for divorce, claiming they simply had their differences. What were these differences that she didn't notice 72 days prior? The world may never know. Many people at the time said that the whole thing was a publicity stunt to promote the Kardashian brand and reality show. If that was the case, then it worked. A man who claimed to be Kim's former publicist, Jonathan Jackson, supported the theory that it was all for publicity. His name, like Kardashian's, has alliteration, so maybe he's telling the truth. He came out and said that the whole thing was staged and was just for money. Kim responded by filing a lawsuit against him and saying he was lying. They settled the case and Jackson publicly apologized. But that doesn't necessarily mean he wasn't telling the truth. After the 72-day marriage, a petition circulated around the internet trying to remove all Kardashian-related programming from the airwaves. It didn't work, although we're sure some people wish it had. 2009, Crystal Harris began dating someone who was 60 years older than her, Mr. Playboy
that's
himself,
crazy.
Hugh Hefner. He was 83 at the time, and she was only 23. When she was born in 1986, he was already a 60-year-old man. Was this gold digging at its finest? Crystal was Hefner's third wife, but she almost wasn't his wife at all. Just 5 days before their planned wedding, she suddenly and unexpectedly broke off the engagement. But they ended up working it out and got married anyway. It would have been awkward if they hadn't gotten married, since that month's issue of Playboy had the headline, "Introducing Mrs. Crystal Hefner." The two remained married until Hefner died in 2017. Crystal wasn't in Hugh Hefner's will, and they had a prenup, which meant she was unlikely to get anything if they had divorced.
Oh, damn.
But because they were married at the time of his death, she was still entitled to a pretty big payout. She got $7 million and inherited a $5 million house in Hollywood Hills that he had left in a trust for her. The rest of his $45 million fortune was split between his kids and different charities. Crystal has always maintained in interviews that she married Hefner because they were in love, and money had nothing to do with it.
I thought he had more money than that.
Understandably skeptical of this version of their relationship. Number 2, Oriane Sive. Oriane Sive and her ex-husband, Phil Collins, have not had the most graceful divorce. They were married from 1999 to 2006. Then they got back together from 2016
Look at
to
those
2019.
classic things. That's
Then
crazy.
they broke up again. It's been a roller coaster, and their latest legal battle is over their Miami mansion. Phil Collins attempted to have Sive kicked out of the mansion in 2020 after he discovered that she had secretly remarried and moved her new husband into the mansion. Understandably, Collins didn't want a strange man living in his house. She argued that since she had lived there for 6 years, it was just as much her house as it is his, even though he's the one who actually bought it. Sive refused to leave and claimed that she was entitled to half of the mansion's value under a verbal cohabitation agreement. Unlike written agreements, these sorts of verbal agreements can be a lot trickier to verify. In her official filings with the court, Sive included a variety of insults aimed at Collins, including remarks about his hygiene and performance in the bedroom. However, a judge ordered her comments removed from the record. Besides, social media is a better place for that sort of thing, not official legal documents. Phil Collins paid Sive $47 million in their official divorce settlement, but this must not have been enough, seeing as how she's after the mansion as well. However, she's not in desperate need of a house. She already has her own $5.5 million property in Fort Lauderdale. It has 6 bedrooms, a pool, a spa, a home theater, and a dock that's so big you can park a 90-foot yacht right by the house. Her new man, Tom Bates, has worried that his own musical career will live forever in Collins' shadow. Bates said that he's actually a lifelong Collins fan and has nothing but respect for him. Collins fans may not necessarily share this love.
Nah, we don't, bro.
The two of them didn't stay married for long. They got divorced in 2020. Sive blamed the pandemic.
Bro, that's something that you can't do right there, bro. I ain't gonna let you smooth over that. You can't say, oh, you can't be spewing out all this respect for a person, man, and then intentionally, because it's millions of other women out here, bro, that you could have picked from, but you chose that one. You're an opportunist. That's what it is, man. Just go ahead, call it what it is. I'm fucking lying. That's crazy. You can't say you respect that man in the same sentence you smashing his ex-wife right after they're divorced and whatever, bro. Like, make no sense. Stupid.
Claiming the emotional stress of quarantine caused her to act out of character. Number 1, Evelyn Lozada. In a radio interview, former NBA player Antoine Walker claimed that his longtime girlfriend, Evelyn Lozada, wasn't what the public thought she was. Lozada, a star on the reality show Basketball Wives, benefited from his NBA career. She and her family got plenty of perks because she was dating someone who made $100 million playing basketball.
Damn.
But, according to Walker, when he lost all his money in the 2008 financial crash, she broke up with him. He realized she might not have been dating him for his charming personality.
Crazy.
They started dating in 1999, and she became famous in her own right by being on Basketball Wives. After this interview came out, Lozada said that she wasn't just dating him for the money. On Twitter, she said that he needed to move on and that she broke up with him because he was cheating. However, her romantic life after Walker does seem to indicate that she has a type, that type being rich athletes. She was married to NFL star Chad Johnson, aka Chad Ochocinco, for less than 1 year. They were together from July 2012 to September 2012. After that, she moved on to her third sport when she began dating baseball player Carl Crawford in 2013. In December of 2013, they announced that they were getting engaged and had a son together the following year. But then, in 2017, they ended up calling off the engagement.
All I'm gonna say here, man, is look, man. If there's a number of people saying a certain thing about you, and you think they're bullshitting, if enough people are saying that shit, they're in agreement, most likely it's you, nigga. So they out here jumping from marriage to marriage. All these rich dudes, man. There's nothing wrong. Look, man, target who you want to target. Get with who you want to be with. Because I understand, having financial stability. But, you know, these women are trying to take, look, man, there's women out here that are intentionally, and now it's men out here that are intentionally going after women, and it's already hard enough for men to get the women that are, you know, like, say for instance, like, what do you call it, a high class woman or something like that. Like, say a woman that's making over $100,000. It's already hard enough to come across a woman that's doing that, and then these women don't even look for you. So it's just like, bro, imagine it on our side too. It's crazy. Put yourself in these different positions, man, and really start looking for other people's perspective. That's, you know, that's a part of growing up. You know, it's not always about how you feel. But man, y'all keep an open mind on this. I'd love to see what y'all have to say in the comments about this stuff right here. I do think, you know, just my opinion, this is some bullshit. And I mean, I think some laws need to be changed, because there's no reason why people should be getting 100 million of your dollars. They shouldn't get that, bro, at all. I'm just not in agreement with it. And, you know, that's why I'm one of these people. I believe in protecting your assets. Have a prenup set in place. It doesn't mean you get nothing. It means that you don't get unnecessary amounts of money that you didn't fucking put in on or help me work for. Just because you stayed at home and fucking cleaned up and, you know, made sure the house was clean and cooked and shit like that, you know, don't mean that you take half of my money. Just because you help raise kids don't mean that you get half of my damn money. Don't give a damn what you're talking about. It's never gonna happen. You feel me? But look, man, I'll see you on the next video, and spread love, because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. See you in the next video. And I'm out though. Bye.